team I think I want to race with in 2025 is... Welcome back to my Alpha Career here on Alpha 25. As you can see, I went with Mercedes in the end, so that means Piastri will finally get to make his first ever start in F1 at McLaren, and Kimi Antonelli will have to wait just a little bit longer before he can get into the seat. And yeah, it's going to be a new challenge. Obviously, Mercedes are not the fastest team in 2025, McLaren will still be the fastest. But you know, last season was a bit too easy, so I didn't really want another easy season. I wanted a bit of a challenge, and I think Mercedes is the perfect challenge for me. Okay, well, just like in real life, we are going to have rain for the first race of the season. So here we are in Q1 for our first qualifying with Mercedes. As you can see, and as you would have seen at the start of the video, I've gone for a green helmet. And I've stuck with the number 15 because I have to, really. I have no choice. Obviously, it's first season on F1 25. I can't pick the number 1. So I have to pick number 15, but that's alright, not a big deal. Alright, coming around the final corner, this will definitely be the fastest lap of the session so far, but no one really competitive has done a lap yet. Tsunoda does a 1:19.9. I beat him by a 10th, so that probably means I'm going to get beaten by Verstappen and the McLarens. Yep, just as I was saying, they've gone quicker than me, but I think that should be enough to put me safely through to Q2. So after Q1, I'm feeling very confident about my pace, which means I will do the usual one lap at the end. I think that will be more than enough to get me through into Q3. Alright, coming towards the end of this Q2 lap, I'm very confident this will be enough to get me through. I did a purple sector 2. And up to the line, I go P5. I was expecting a little bit more out of that Q2 lap, so I think I'm a little bit on the back foot here, but anyway, into Q3 we're going to set a banker lap. Here we go then, coming up to the line. Where is this banker lap going to put me? Okay, I go P4 ahead of Hamilton and Russell, that's decent, I'll take that. Just behind Verstappen and the McLarens. Oh, someone else gone quicker, Leclerc. Here we go, and then one last chance to improve my position. Currently sitting in P6. I see drops of rain. I think. Yeah, there's definitely rain falling. I don't think I'll improve here then. No one's going to improve. The grid is set. Okay, well, rain was not expected, but rain has put an end to qualifying, and I'll be P6 for the race. Okay, never mind. I'll be starting P5 because Tsunoda has a grid penalty, but it'll be Max Verstappen on pole, followed by the 2 McLarens. And I mean, to out-qualify Russell, my first race at Mercedes, I'll very much take that. Here we go, then on the grid, race strategy is obviously going to be intermediate tyre to intermediate tyre, as no other tyre will be able to cope in these conditions. I think my pace in the wet may not be as good as it was in the dry, so it could be a difficult race. And yeah, it's the first race, so there's not really much expectation.
Right then, the formation lap has started, and I must say the weather conditions aren't the best today for visibility and for grip. As each driver performs this lap, they'll be wanting to settle in and concentrate, as this race, in these conditions, will require a lot of focus.
Here we go then, the lights come on for the first race of the 2025 season. And we're underway down under, as it's a pretty average start for all of us really at the front here. I think Verstappen got a pretty decent start, he's pulling ahead. Oh, I thought about a gap on Leclerc there, but he just closed the door on me. I go wide and Albon sneaks through. I had to go on the grass a little bit there, and that cost me a lot of time. I want to try and get straight back up ahead of Albon, up the inside, late on the brakes. I somehow always seem to be fighting Albon, my former teammate. But anyway, back up to P5 where I was. And I think Hamilton's now got ahead of Albon as well, so let's try settling into this race, see what kind of pace I have. There we go, here goes Hamilton already. He is so much quicker. He's just got ahead of ease there. I think I'm really going to lack pace in these conditions. I've not got much wet weather experience on this game. I don't really do much wet weather driving. But yeah, I feel like, as I was trying to say earlier, every time it's the first race of the season, I somehow always end up racing with Albon. Every single season, no matter what car I'm in. The Williams are just quick then, I guess, if Albon's able to keep up. Oh, I touched the grass ever so slightly there and the rear just slid out straight away. Did Albon just make a mistake? I think he did. He's lost so much time. I was about to say I'm starting to put away from him a bit, but then I just gapped him so much then. He has to have made a mistake, and yep, he's gone in deep. cost him and Russell so much time. So that kind of puts me on my own a little bit now.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Yeah, I think we're going to be on the right tyre all race, to be honest. It's not meant to dry up.
Okay,
So I'm about a
really,
second off the
really
pace
good. You hit that
to
target
Verstappen.
nicely.
I feel like right now it's just a case of waiting for something to happen. Someone's going to have a spin or have a mechanical problem. Something that could potentially bring out a safety car and make this race a bit more interesting. Oh, we have a yellow flag. I said we were just waiting for something to happen. Something has happened. It's Carlos Sainz with a problem in his first race at Williams. He can't get away from the poor reliability.
Stop the car, stop the car. Stop the car there.
Now it's quite a deep runoff there, so he may park the car in a safe position. We may not get a safety car for that. There's the yellow flag for Sainz. Yeah, he's parked well away from the track there. Oh, Russell and Albon are fighting. Russell can't get ahead. Russell's lost a lot of time after that little attack on Albon. We'll just have to regroup and try again. Got another yellow flag. It's Bortoleto who has a problem now. That's two in very quick succession there. Now will this one bring out a safety car? It would be kind of perfect timing. We're only a couple laps away. Oh, virtual.
Safety car.
By the time we get to the pits, this virtual probably would have gone away. It's going to be a tricky call to make whether I pit or not here. I think I'm going to stay out. Because knowing my luck, I'll come into the pits and it will end straight away. And then I've pitted 2 laps earlier than I wanted to. Yeah, I probably should have pitted. I would have managed to get the whole pit stop under that virtual safety car then. Oh well, I just wasn't to know that the virtual safety car would last that long. I just didn't want to take that risk, not in the first race. When I'm sitting in a pretty decent P6 at the moment. Alright, we're boxing for new inters this lap. We've got Piastri and Leclerc in the pits ahead of us. Let's have a decent stop here.
Okay, go, go, go.
Nice.
That was a fantastic stop.
So Albon followed me in as well.
Pit strategy
As there we go.
complete.
Will we get any
See these
traffic?
tyres through to the
Don't
end
think
now.
so. I think we'll be okay. Albon comes out ahead of Behrman as well. Let's see where everyone's going to come out then. We're going to come out ahead of George, as expected. And yeah, it's basically as we were, to be honest. Now we'll just be hoping for some incidents up ahead to make up some more places. I think George is clearly so much quicker than me. But Albon is causing him big problems. Oh, has Russell got the move done on Albon? They're still going side by side. I think Russell has finally got ahead of the Williams. So will he be able to hunt me down now? I think he's clearly had better pace than me all race. So I wouldn't be surprised if he can. Russell was caught right up to me. We're going to have to work for this P6 now. Let Russell pass. They want me to let Russell pass. It's the opening race, so I'm going to put up a fight. I'm not going to let him have it. As there we go. He's going to go for this, just like Hamilton did. Oh, a little bit of contact, but Russell gets ahead. Let's get a decent exit here. Oh, he was all over the curb then. We'll get into a slipstream. I might have to try and send a big dive bomb up the inside. I might be too far back though. Yeah, I think Russell is ahead. He's through. So in the end, it looked like I did just let him through. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep up with him now. He's too quick. I'll just go back to managing the pace. Make sure Albon doesn't catch up. Russell's already over a second ahead. He is so quick. It's been a very difficult first race here, but I kind of predicted it with these conditions. Wait, what happened to Hadjar? I swear he was running in the points. Was that a spin for Hadjar? Or was that just he hadn't pitted yet? Check the replay, see what happened to him. Let's see what happened to Hadjar here. How did he fall out of the points? I think it's going to be a puncture for him. Oh no! That's a real shame for Hadjar. Front right puncture. He was on for points in his first race. Oh! Alonso hit the wall then. Alonso trying to avoid Hadjar. Oh, scrapes the wall. Lucky not to get any damage there.
Car behind is George. They're faster than you, mate. They're faster than you, so let them through, please. Sorry about that, mate. I know you don't want to hear it, but thanks for doing
that's a
that.
delayed
Let's now
radio.
get your head down and get to the end of this race in the best way we can. 0.6 seconds.
Engineer just went for a tea break and then all of a sudden came back. I'm hearing reports that Charles Leclerc's been complaining about something, like some kind of issue. Let's see what he's complaining about.
Is there leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the weather freezer.
So it's looking like we're going to get a P7 here. I don't think anything is going to happen to anyone anymore. And you know what, for a first race it's a solid result. Don't want to be finishing in this position all season. We've got work to do.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Exactly that. Max Verstappen wins the opening race of 2025. It was in dominant fashion as well, as P2 only just now crosses the line. But it's going to be a podium for Oscar Piastri on debut at his home race as well, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that. And P5 for Hamilton on his debut with Ferrari, that's a solid result for him. But for me, like I said, it's going to be P7 for my first race with Mercedes. Not where I want to be, but it's okay, we got time to improve and get some better results later on. So there we go, a pretty boring first race of the season. I blame the rain for that, honestly. The rain just takes out any kind of strategy. Hopefully we get some better racing in China, and hopefully we get some better racing throughout the rest of the season. In the standings, obviously the drivers will be as the race results follow. But in the constructors, McLaren lead the way with a P2 and a P3, with Red Bull in second, and then of course Ferrari ahead of us as we're in P4.